Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Copycat, where we last left off. We were abandoned, just dumped in the middle of nowhere. Poor Dawn, I guess that's what we're calling her. I really wish you could change the name when you get dumped, because screw Olive, the lady that adopted us, and her daughter, ugh, just whatever. Anyways, we were dumped, and then we ended up running into stray cats. They did not accept us, and they fought us. So let's see where Dawn's journey continues from here. And hopefully I don't cry this time. Angry tears of just, oh, golly.
The wildcat observes the wild humans in their natural habitat.
Oh.
Do we dare to get closer?
Oh.
Does that smell like cabanossi? Oh, Dawn, it brings back memories. Let's go after it. But we've got to be careful not to get spotted.
Okay.
Dawn, quick, duck! Game over.
Dang it! I was trying to press Q in time, I didn't make it. Oh, I wish I could restart.
Hello, little guy. Is this what you're looking for?
Oh.
Good, kitty. Do you want to come and live with me and my other cats? Kiara and Flame will love a new friend.
Oh, Kiara. That's the cat she shooed away.
Brave. I know how it feels to be scared, angry, and all alone. When my daddy left, it was hard, but I knew it wasn't my fault. One day I'll look him right in the eye and ask, why didn't he keep me with him?
Oh.
Get away from that disgusting stray, Henry. It might have rabies.
Oh. Well, the mom's a bit harsh. Kind of get it as a mother, but dang. I'm seeing it from the cat's perspective, so I have a lot more empathy on the cat. And I know there are people that are helped strays. My problem with it is that if you tend to feed them in certain areas, then they all congregate to that area, and then they're breeding, and unless you're doing a catch and release type of program, it kind of just creates a colony that, especially in a place like with my hometown, there was an empty lot next to the grocery store, and I saw this man feeding them every morning, and then I want to say about 5 to 7 years later, because my oldest son, he was, technically he's my stepson, but whatever. He was definitely in middle school when we first went to eat at that restaurant, so my second oldest would be little by then. So that colony basically got wiped out by the construction crew. And when I say wiped out, I mean like their territory was wiped out. I don't mean they were hurt. I don't actually know any information on that, and that sucks. Because when I found out that they had built a Tex-Mex restaurant, kind of broke my heart for the cats. To be honest, I'd really hoped they count them all and all this stuff, but it really made me think back to the guy feeding them, and I was like, man, you know, I really wish they'd have done catch and release stuff or tried to get the kittens, the different things, but I don't know if they were or not. So I'm always kind of hopeful that they did, you know. And it's one of those things when I see stray cats, I think about them like, man, I hope you're okay. You know what I mean? I can't help every... There was a kitten recently near a restaurant in our town that we like to go to, that we live in. And there's an abandoned, like, building, and they're, like, not doing anything with it, which is really weird to me. Whatever. I guess the owner doesn't want to do something with it, but, like, it's falling apart. So, and it has no trespassing all over it, which I get. You just walk across the path, the sidewalky path. That's not really a sidewalk. And you just ignore it. But there was a kitten, and it's hollering for its mother, and we went to go try and help it. No, this kitten did not want to help it. Darted off. To get it, we would have had to, like, take the step off that porch, possibly damage. Like, that was just a huge issue. So it was like one of those things where you called the animal shelter and let them know, or animal control, and you try and let them know so they can help with because they can get the cat to the animal shelter, the kitten. So hopefully, I think this is the second time we've called the animal control on a kitten to get them help, because we couldn't catch them. And the other one was at a doctor's office. Now, I'm talking too much. I'm sorry. I could actually be playing while talking, but I, like, trying to focus on the story that I'm telling too. But yeah, I try to do right. I wouldn't say I'm perfect either, though. And I feel really bad because I would love to help more cats in the world and everything. Oh, is it like a broken heart? Oh. Why does it seem like mothery stuff? Was she scratched up? Okay. Oh. Okay, now we're getting to that. Okay, interesting. Oh, well, the cat dreams of themselves as a big wild jaguar. Oh, a blue flame. Huh. Interesting. Whoa, okay, why was that one a blue flame? I guess because maybe it's because it's more personal, because the closer you get to, the closer in fire gets, the closer into a fire, like it's blue in areas and stuff. Like when you light a match and stuff, because it's hotter. Maybe? I don't know, I'm guessing. I don't know, I'm taking some guesstimations. That's beautiful. Please tell me this cat's not gonna die at the end and we're gonna go to, like, heaven or something, and that's, like, the whole thing is, like, we become our dream. You made me think I had a home. Oh. You made me think I had a place. You made me open up. You made me feel safe. And then you discarded me. Oh, that hits hard. That hits hard, especially if you've been through any kind of trauma like that. Like, ooh.
Oh, no. Seems like these cats have a bone to pick.
Oh, really? FS. CSW. I'm getting better. I'm getting a little better. Get on. Get away. Ooh. Oh, shoot. FCW. SZ. Oh, I'm not going to get that one. Shoot. Okay. CQE. CSEWDD. Oh my god, are you kidding me? CQECS. Oh my god. CQECSEWDQEZZWW. Jesus. Ooh. Ooh. Listen to that little roar. I'm coming back, Olive, to confront you, because I'm brave now. Brave enough to know my place. Brave enough to know my worth. Ooh. And tell you what you did was wrong. Ooh. Not my intrusive thoughts coming through.
Oh, don't look at me like that, Dawn. I'm fine. I'm sorry if the coughing frightened you. I'm not a scary person. Come here, baby girl.
Not your baby girl anymore.
Ooh.
You don't know me very well, but I promise you'll be safe with me.
That was a
Promise
lie.
you broke.
I will always care for you, Dawn.
Until one day you stopped.
Ooh.
Thanks for not giving up on me. You're all I have left.
Damn it, Olive!
Freaking rude. This does get a little personal for me because we've had cats that I guess they didn't fit, or they fit, but then something happened that I couldn't control, and my husband couldn't control. For one instance, with Pharaoh, our big black cat that we had. I mean, he is a big cat, and I'm not talking like he was fat. I'm just saying he was like tall. You know what I mean? He's kind of a tall cat for a. He's not like Castiel. Castiel's a little petite, you know, little petite little black cat. No, this one was. I don't know what he had, and he had an extra long tail until one day he broke it at night, and like we woke up the next morning and it was just crooked. It's only been a few weeks, but this place looks so different. We don't know how he broke it. Nice car, new car, Karen, nice. But it was overnight, and the vet said sometimes, you know, they I don't know, maybe the cats were fighting, something like that. Has that hedge been trimmed? So we don't, like, they could have been horsing around, or he could have got caught in something. I'm not sure what happened, because, like, at night, like, we went to bed, he was fine. Afterwards, in the morning, it was just kind of hanging at a weird auction. Wait, is this the this isn't the house, is it?
The Wildcat's heart drops. That's not fair. What the hell, Olive?
Oh.
What will you do now, Dawn? She's gone. Olive's gone.
Damn. What happened to the other cat? Not strong enough to be a wildcat. Not street smart enough to be a stray. Not lovable enough to be a pet cat. Then what am I? Hopefully not about to get run over.
Why are you sitting there?
I'm sick of trying so hard to belong. Oh, no. Don't do this shit.
What are you doing, Dawn? Get out of the way. The road, Dawn. Watch the road!
Oh my god, I said not to! Don't you dare. There's a chair over here.
Don't worry, Milo will warm up to the cat soon enough.
Oh, what the hell? Okay, cool. That's bullhorn, but okay. Oh, I'm so mad.
Where's Daddy?
Oh, honey, I'm sorry. We can't afford to feed a cat.
Are these what she went through, or what other people put their pets through? Their cats?
I don't want a cat. I want a computer. This is the worst present ever.
You suck, kid! I would have freaking loved that. As a kid, hell yeah. I was really allergic to cats as a kid. I loved cats.
She's a cat. How do you expect to take care of her? You can hardly take care of yourself.
She's my family. And I love her.
No, you don't. That's an outright
Home
lie.
is not certain, nor a guarantee, right, or entitlement. Home can be destroyed at any moment, and new roots must be laid. Home is not about things, places, or people. It's not about where you sleep, or used to sleep. It's none of that. Home is the place where you are needed most.
Oh, I don't want to cry. I need to find her. And even if Olive can't keep me, I'm still Olive's pet.
Well said, Dawn. Well said.
Oh, I couldn't even finish it. Sentence. Oh, goodness. Oh, that got me. I don't make it a public knowledge as often as one would think. I do suffer from depression. I'm not very good about the whole telling other people to get help and stuff on social media. I'm not to that point yet. I'm dealing with my own crap, and I don't feel like I'm one to say anything. I often don't feel like I'm worth that. But when I was younger, I did try to do something you can't take back. And I was in a... I don't know if you could hear his 3D printer go up. And if I had, I wouldn't have my kids. I wouldn't have my cats. And the best thing, I wouldn't have my husband. And I wouldn't have my friends. Because I love my kids more than anything. As a mom, of course. And my cats are just like my babies. But my husband and my friends are the ones that get me through the day, every day. So that really hit. It really hit a little too close to home. Because if I'd have tried to go out in front of the semi and actually been successful, instead I had someone yank me away just in time. I wouldn't have these people, I wouldn't be here, so it's a big thing for me. Sorry. I don't really talk about it that much, except in private or with people that I can explain to very well. I'm learning to open up here on this channel, because often I feel like everything I do is wrong. That's where Pharaoh was coming in. I felt bad because I don't know how his tail was broken. And then later, a cat started spraying in our...
Where do you think you're going?
Oh, I'm not supposed to go there. Okay, fine. And then the cat started spraying around in our apartment after we moved. And then it was after we lost Grim. And Grim was the first cat I owned by myself. God, I loved him so much. He was practically my first baby. I mean, I have my kids, but there was just a thing about this cat that was so different than any cat I've ever had. Can I get up there? Thank you. And Pharaoh was my husband's. And Pharaoh was a little kitten, and Grim would just dote on him because they were about a year apart. And are you trying to tell me something? What are you trying to do? Okay. And, anyways, after Grim passed away, funny enough, not long, I want to say it was a couple of months, but we found Lily, and she was an adult cat, and she looked a lot like Grim. And it was almost like I was looking at the female version of him, just almost exact. But it was her sister that we saw. But when we went to go see about the sister, they said she'd been adopted, but they had her twin. And Lily looked even more like Grim. Except when she ran like an otter, because she had grown up in the shelter her entire life. From the time she was a kitten, born whenever she got into the shelter.
The wildcat is concerned. Where are you, Olive? Seriously, let us know. We've had a tough few days.
But her entire life, she's 2 years old when we got her. Her entire life she lived in a shelter. And then we had her for a while. She was getting to be an older cat. We had her, oh God. I'm trying to think. Hang on, sorry. We had her close to 8, so she was about 10. Yeah. She would have been close to 10. I want to say we had her about 8 years. My youngest son was 3 at the time, and there was a storm. I think my husband and I had gone out to go get dinner or groceries, and my oldest, who was like, I want to say 15, 16, I've got to do my math. Yeah, he was about 14, 15 at the time. He was about 15. I want to say he was 15, not 14. He was supposed to be watching him, and my youngest son opened the door because Lily was looking outside, and he pushed her outside. And it was raining. And we don't know what happened to her. We put up posters and everything. There was even someone that we suspected that had her, but someone said these 2 little girls took her. They found her and took her. That's what they saw. So I don't know what happened. And it calls us because we weren't home and we didn't realize at the time that our then 3-year-old could unlock the back door so easily. We hadn't discovered that yet. He hadn't done anything like that, at the time. And it wasn't until later when he said, "Cat's outside," the next morning when we were looking for it, because we had already fed them. And typically she went and she would go and hang out. And it was, I think we'd already fed the kids, so that's why everybody should have been going to bed when we got back. But we needed groceries for breakfast or something. I don't remember what we were going out to do, but I know we weren't there. It's been so long, and part of me feels so guilty that I try to forget details because you don't want to admit that, you know what I mean? You don't want to admit that harsh guilt. And I don't know if I'm being really hard on myself or if I'm being the right amount. But I feel absolutely like dirt whenever I think about it. But also, she would be at Pharaoh whenever that stray cat would come. All of you've been robbed. When that stray cat would spray outside, it really started to upset Pharaoh, and he started attacking Lily and everything else. And he started marking everywhere and getting really agitated. When you can tell a cat's really stressed out? He was getting so stressed, I panicked. My son was about 2, so I was still very just, my oldest of my 3 that I've had. My stepson was at school age, of course, but our second son, he was young, and the cat's starting to get so agitated, and I was worried that he's going to stress the cat out more. The cat's already stressing out the older cat that's older than him even, or not older than him, but that's about as old as him, because Lily and him were both the same age, that's right. And I just started getting worried, so I wanted to rehome him because, one, the apartment people said they couldn't do anything. The animal control people said they did stuff, but it turns out the rumor had it that the cat was owned. Either the owner was still there or the owner had abandoned it. Nobody knew any information, and it just drove me nuts. And so in a panic, because I felt absolutely terrible that this cat was miserable and he's attacking the other cat's getting miserable. And on top of it, at that time we had Ellie. This was a cat that a friend of mine had pushed on me to take in. And to be honest, I had a really big problem saying no to certain things. And we really shouldn't have gotten a third cat. And she was a little kitten, and it was one of those, you lost Grim. I know you got Lily, but this kitten, it's just like that again. Ellie wasn't right for us. She was very high strung. She didn't like kids and the loud noises, and Pharaoh didn't help. She tried to start getting away from him. That's fine. But even after we rehomed Pharaoh, because I did rehome him, I found him a good home. I refused to give him back to the shelter because he was a black cat, and I was worried he was not going to get adopted because he was very much older. I know this video is taking forever. I'm sorry. But I found him a good home. This lady really loved black cats. She had a son, and they lived out somewhere that if anything like that happened, and I always had a good feeling about it, but I've always felt immensely guilty because it's supposed to be your forever pet. And this black cat's a lot like Pharaoh, black cat, there you go. But Pharaoh was not happy, and Ellie was not happy. And I know you're supposed to call the shelter when you do that stuff, but I didn't trust the shelter with a black cat, that they wouldn't give it to this lady and do all this stuff. And I'd have to go all the way back to the other town, and it's like a 40 minute drive. I just wanted to rehome him and make him happy. As he was getting stressed out, and he was getting really aggressive. He was making the other cats miserable. And then Ellie didn't get better, and she bit my husband. And when I mean she bit, I mean she tried to let him know she was pissed. And all he did was reach down to pick her up out of the way of something, and there was nothing really going on. There were no loud noises, no vacuuming, no nothing, so we got really stressed out that we're stressing her out because she's not good for with kids. She didn't mind other cats, she just, I think, Pharaoh, she liked Lily, she didn't like Pharaoh. And with good reason, Pharaoh was being a butt. So then I decided to take her to a different shelter and tell them that I found her. And then I watched just in case she didn't get adopted by a certain amount of time, I was going to go back. Because I was feeling really guilty. But she got adopted within a week. They posted her. 2 days later, she's with someone else. And I know that's awful of me. But I never I never just dumped a cat. But I also, when I was younger, this was when I was in my 20s, didn't know what to do. And I didn't have as many options as I do in the city, to be honest, because there's more help here. There's more programs around here in this area. And a lot of people dump their pets. When I say we lived out in the boondocks of the country, it looks like the art has been packed away. Sorry. When I say we live in the boonies, I mean it. Like, it was the countryside. So, people dump their dogs all the time, and I refuse to just dump an animal. You just don't do that. But those 3 cats, constantly, it just kills me to think about that maybe I've done something. I didn't do the best that I could, and that kills me thinking about it, because did I do my best or did I not? At this moment, if it was that situation, I could do so much more. We have more money, we have a better living situation, we're not in we own our own property, we could have gotten a cage, things like that, we could have, or captured the cat or something. We could have done things. There were certain things with the apartment we could not do, and we did not have money for it, and I panicked. I really panicked because of being a new mom to a newborn 2-year-old, now coming into a toddler. There was a lot of stress then. My husband was going back to school. Money was tight. There was a lot of things that I think because of stress, I panicked. And I have a tendency to have panic attacks if things get too stressful. And like I said, I'm working on my depression and stuff. I'm actually getting a lot better this year. As I found a really good medication to help with my depression, which is really good. But it was a wild chance my food bowl would still be here. But I feel guilty, like I could have done more, but I don't. I look back and I know in that situation, I don't know how much more I could have done in where I was. And that's kind of what bugs me, is like, am I wrong for it? I like meowing at the birds. So I feel really guilty, and this game is kind of bringing out a lot of that guilt, but also a lot of guilt in other ways too. I can't believe she's really gone. Whee! Still the best napping spot in the house. So many boxes. Could she hide in a box? But yeah, this is kind of bringing out a lot of different emotions that I knew I might have to face to a point, but we're gonna scratch up some stuff because it's just fun. Also, screw Olive, and her daughter needs to clean this crap up. This will make them feel terrible when they have someone come look at this house. Screw them. Oh. Well, it's fine. You did good. But yeah, like I said, I kind of wanted to open up because it's very difficult. Oh no, did the other cat get left behind?
I'm a firm believer in getting to know someone before I judge them. You agree? Great. I'm Olive. I think we're going to be good friends.
Hmm. So that cat got abandoned too. See, okay, that's whew. That makes me mad. Abandoning to see that's I never threw a cat. I never dumped an animal. I never dumped an animal. I just couldn't even fathom the idea of that. I can't, if I'm saying that right, I can't wrap my head around that. Okay. I know we didn't get very far in the game. But I think we're doing pretty good here. Oh, the baby. But I think we'll leave it here and we'll pick up later. I apologize for this being a little bit longer. Or I should say I talked quite a bit. I opened up, but I hope you enjoyed it. I really hope you enjoy this game that we're playing together. Well, let's play. Anyways, you guys, thank you for listening. And I'll see you guys later. Bye, everybody. Bye.